This video is describing my trip to Ireland in May 2016. Here we have a picture of the boat that took us over to the Aran Islands. The Aran Islands were one of the most beautiful places that we were able to travel to. Here we have a beautiful view of the ocean with some rocks. We were able to take an incredible bike ride around the island. Here's a picture of my friends and I with the beautiful ocean and the beautiful blue sky in the background. Here's Belfast Castle. Belfast was a really cool place to visit because we were able to see the wall that separates Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland pictured here. This wall was created to stop the violence between the Protestants and the Catholics, and then later the Unionists and those who wanted to keep the countries separate. It's always been kind of tough between the two countries. They're starting to improve relations, but it hasn't been as good as it could be. Here we have a photo of the Kilmainham jail. This is where the leaders of the Republic of Ireland, the leaders of the rebellion, were held and then later executed. Our tour guide told us that had the leaders not been executed, the country may still be unified today. These problems affect education. Coming up in the next picture, you'll see that there's a photo of terms in Gaelic. Gaelic is not used in Northern Ireland, but is being brought back into the Republic. Here we have a picture of Blarney Castle. This was a really cool place to go because obviously this is the home of the Blarney Stone. So here you could just see some of the architecture of the castle, and then coming up in the next photo you will be able to see me kissing the Blarney Stone. It was pretty terrifying. You had to hang upside down, but the guy held you, you gave it a quick kiss, and then you're off on your way. Here's the picture of the Correccaridi rope bridge. When you cross this rope bridge, you get to climb up on some cliffs and get beautiful views again of the ocean and the cliffs behind you. An incredibly beautiful place, breathtaking, kind of scary crossing the rope bridge, but it was so worth being able to see these views that you can see in these photos. In the next photo, you're going to see the Cliffs of Moher. This was another cool spot for us to go as well. Super beautiful. Here we have a picture of myself and my friend Molly. We were able to cross onto the left side of the cliffs and take cliffs right on the cliff's edge. Here's some of my friends and the group that we were able to travel with. They were incredible, each of them in their own ways. Brought so much to the table, brought so many ideas and fun personalities and jokes and things that just kept me laughing the entire trip. Couldn't have asked for a better group. There were some really awesome people on that trip. Here we have a photo of Dublin Castle, which was conveniently right by CEA, where we were taking most of our classes. Here is the organ that was inside the little church on the outside of the Dublin Castle. Incredibly beautiful, with some exceptional stained glass windows as well. We actually got to see a chair from King Louis, which was very cool. Here we have Croke Park in the Gaelic Sports Museum, a really, really cool spot. We were actually able to take a private tour of it because the other people in our tour group did not show up. So we got to take incredible photos of the field where they play the sports. Here I am pictured. We got to try out the sports, both hurling and Gaelic football, which was very, very cool. Here's some more of our side trips. We have Galway here, which is a beautiful city view with the Irish flags waving up above. Here we have Giant's Causeway, which was exceptional as well. They had these beautiful hexagonal rocks that you got to climb up on, as you can see in this photo, and you got to climb way out onto the tip and just look out into the ocean. Here we have some of my friends and I just hanging out on the beautiful rocks and having a good time. And again, here's some more photos of my friends just smiling and enjoying the beautiful weather that we got to experience. Here's another side trip. We went on Glendalough. Incredibly beautiful, even though it was a little bit gray and gloomy, a little bit warm, but just super cool photos of grave sites and ancient monasteries and things like that. This was one of my most favorite photos that I took of the big lake in Glendalough. Incredible views, it was exceptional. Here we're experiencing some cultural activities in Ireland. This is greyhound racing, where we were able to bet on greyhounds as they ran around the track. Very cool to talk to different people, learn about the reason why that this exists and why people enjoy it so much. Another cultural staple is Guinness, of course. We were able to explore the Guinness storehouse, and we were able to sample our first Guinness. I actually really, really liked it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Here we are, we got a free pint of Guinness at the end of our tour, so we were just cheersing to a fun day and learning more about Irish culture. Here we are just after we had finished some Irish dancing. It was another fun night learning about Irish customs and traditions. Here's a band playing some live Irish music at one of our favorite pubs. Pubs are another important part of Ireland. Here we have Temple Bar because people gather to talk and socialize and just be with their friends and family. Like here, my friends and I are pictured here at another pub, just enjoying some incredible memories and incredible times. Here we have a picture of Howth. Howth was a side trip that I took to visit one of my friends who had been studying abroad here. Another picture of me here at Howth, just under a archway of beautiful pink flowers, which was connected to this castle here. You can see me pictured out as well. Very cool, very old castle, which was awesome to see. Here we have the Rock of Cashel. This was a very old castle. Again, it seems like all the castles in Ireland were very old. This one was just receiving some construction while we were there. Very cool ancient grave sites. There was actually some kind of modern ones too, which was very interesting. Here's some more pictures of my friends and I enjoying the fresh air outside of the castle. Here's a picture of the deer that live in Phoenix Park. Phoenix Park was another cool spot we got to see in this next picture, here we go, where the Pope delivered Mass to about 1 million people. It was incredible just to see how far those people came to see it. Here we have Trinity College, which was another interesting place to stop and look around. It was interesting to explore other universities outside of Illinois State. This university was super old, and here we have their old library, the Long Room. That was beautiful just to see the different statuettes of different authors and things like that. Here we just have an outside view of the university from across the street. Here we have St. Patrick's Cathedral, another beautiful spot to be. We got to see so many ancient artifacts. We actually got to see people who were buried in the cathedral, which was very cool. I've never seen that before. And then I was able to light a candle for my grandfather who had passed away this past year. So it was a very special moment for me. Here we have pictures from our school visits. This one was taken at Child Vision, which was the school for the blind. I was really impressed by the school for the blind here in Ireland. I kind of had doubts about what their education system was like, but they have a Braille printing press right on campus, which was very cool. However, the students don't seem to get much interaction with their differently abled peers. They're very much secluded with students who have visual impairments, which was upsetting, but at the same time, we move into different schools who also have the same problem. These students, while they look so happy, this is the school for students with just mental disabilities and physical disabilities and things like that. They also don't get to see much of their differently abled peers, but they have these very cool sensory rooms for students with autism and students who just kind of need a break throughout the day. Those were very cool to see since we don't have much of those here in the United States. Here we have an art project. It's a map of Dublin City, which was very cool. I was very impressed that they were focusing on that with the students. As well as art and music education. We don't get that much here in the United States anymore. It's being cut, but students need that creative outlet. It's something to be proud of, shown in this photo, so they need something to focus outside of just schoolwork. Here's our last photos of the international school visit. They had a very cool curriculum setup where they had different themes, and students built upon those themes and built upon their public speaking skills throughout the years that they attended school there. Here's a photo of a page of homework that they had to do comparing Irish words with English words, which was really funny. Finally, it's just a photo of us, the group that I was with. Incredible people. I had an incredible time, and it was just so amazing.